Welcome to No Filter Auto, where we don't just talk about fast cars. We talk about rule breakers. Today, we're not reviewing a car. We're investigating an act of corporate rebellion. This is the story of how a group of engineers and a visionary marketer sneaked a bomb into a family showroom. They didn't invent a new car. They invented a new kind of car. This is the original, the rulebook ripper, the 1964 Pontiac GTO. Forget radical styling. The genius of the 64 GTO was in its camouflage. It looked, for all intents and purposes, like a slightly sportier version of the sensible, mid-size Pontiac Tempest LeMans. A few badges. Dual exhausts. Optional hood scoops. That was it. To the untrained eye, it was just another car. But that was the point. It was a wolf in decidedly sheepish clothing. Open the door. The interior was pure, unpretentious Pontiac. Vinyl seats, a straightforward dashboard, a column-shifted automatic or a floor-mounted Hurst shifter. There were no racing buckets, no gimmicks. This was not a cockpit for a weekend racer, it was the interior of a family sedan that just happened to contain a thermonuclear reactor. The disconnect was thrilling. It felt normal, which made what came next feel illegal. Now, lift the hood. This is where the deception ended and the revolution began. The heart of the GTO was the now legendary 389 cubic inch V8. In its top tri-power configuration, with three two-barrel carburetors, it produced a staggering 348 horsepower. These were numbers reserved for exotic, expensive sports cars. Pontiac dropped it into a mid-size sedan anyone could walk in and buy. The sensation wasn't just speed, it was brute force. The torque was oceanic. You pressed the accelerator, and the entire car, a 2-ton machine, surged forward with a lazy, effortless, terrifying violence. The soundtrack was a deep, rumbling, muscle-bound bellow. This wasn't about handling or finesse. This was about point-and-shoot, straight-line dominance. It was the automotive equivalent of a sledgehammer. So, what was its competition? Officially, nothing. It created its own. The term muscle car did not exist until the GTO defined it. It was competing against the idea of a sensible, safe, and slow American automobile. It won by ignoring every single rule. Chevrolet had the Corvette, but that was a two-seat sports car. Ford had powerful full-size cars. But no one had ever put a big block engine from a full-size luxury car into a mid-size, affordable package. The GTO wasn't just fast for its price. It was fast, period. The 1964 Pontiac GTO is more than a car. It is a manifesto. It proved that performance didn't have to be exclusive, expensive, or European. It could be democratized. It could be hidden in plain sight in a family showroom, waiting to turn an average driver into a king of the drag strip. It wasn't the first car with a big engine. It was the first car that made that engine the entire point. This is No Filter Auto. Is the original GTO the true godfather of the muscle car, or a crude, one-trick pony that started an arms race? Let us know your allegiance in the comments.